Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute. I have been taking a little summer break, which we're going to talk about in this video. I am going to just give you guys a fun summer coffee chat update. I did a video like this I think back in May, and you guys seem to really like it, and so since it's been a while, I'm going to give you just a few updates, a few things we've been doing, some things that we weren't really expecting to be doing, and some books I'm reading, and some things that I'm not doing. So that's what this video is all about, conversational catch-up and coffee. All right, so it is summer. We are like halfway through July at this point, and I can't believe it. The summer has flown by, but it has been really, really good. It's been busy in the best ways. We had graduation in May, towards the end of May, and I feel like kind of the period after that event, we were all kind of in a cloud, and just a lot of emotion, a lot going on, kind of like that drop in adrenaline when you have gotten through a big event like that. And so I feel like that was kind of hard to pick up and recover from, finish our school year and all of that. It just was kind of it was just kind of a hard transition. And then we just kind of had some other difficult things that happened around us in our community. And so it was just kind of a rough start, I think, to the summer after graduation. Graduation was absolutely lovely. We had the best time. It went wonderfully. We had a beautiful day, tons of family. It was great. It was really, really good. So besides that, we've had a great summer. We've had so many things that I feel like we've been trying to pack in. We kind of had a list of goals at the beginning of the summer that were like, we want to host, this many times. We want to get together with all these different friends, and to just really kind of work on cultivating relationships. We recognize that, there are just a lot of amazing people around us, and you can't really grow your community and your relationships unless you cultivate them and actually do things together. And so we've been really intentional about getting together with friends and people we love. So that's been really good. And we've been hosting a lot of dinners and putting things on the calendar that we just want to do. And so making a priority for the things that we really want to do. And we are going to be taking our son to college in about a month. It's actually less than a month at this point, which is a little unnerving. I will tell you, it's just, it shouldn't be like this, but it feels like we're never going to have a normal election year again. And so being an election year and having our son so far from home, during an election year has kind of made me just a little bit worried, and just, some of the uncertainty surrounding that, and also just a lot of the uncertainty about him being gone and what that's going to be like, actually driving away and leaving him in a dorm. I'm just, this is a, I don't want to say it's a hard season. It's really hard to put your finger on what exactly this season is like for a mom. It's really good in the aspect of this is the goal, and they're capable young adults, and this is what we try to do as moms, is to raise up capable, godly young adults. But at the same time, you just know absolutely that your relationship, your role in their life is changing drastically, and they're not going to, you're not going to be the mother role that you've been for 18 years. And so It has been changing gradually over the years, like subtly, that things that we don't always realize are happening, right? Because we have these infants and then all of a sudden we have a toddler and then we have an elementary school age child and then middle school, and it just keeps going, and it's sort of subtly, and then all at once we realize, okay, we have a young adult and they're leaving home, and it's just a lot. So it's a happy thing. I'm so excited for him, but I'm also just, I think partly, I talked to a friend about this the other day, and she's like, I really think for you, it's the anticipation. She's like, I do think you might feel better, you know, after you drop him off and drive away and you know he's settled and you know he's good, and you know there's going to be bumps. I know that. Hopefully everything goes well and he can adjust well to a new schedule and all of that. But you know, it's just, I think it really is true. I think it's the anticipation, and I am mostly excited. There have been a few tears this summer, but just me personally, nobody else. But yeah, so all that to say, since this is happening soon, I feel like it's cutting into our summer a little bit. And so we have like this short window we've had since, you know, end of school year till mid-August, that we have been, you know, really intentional about the things that we put on the calendar. And they've been planning things that they want to do before he goes off to college. Fun things that my boys enjoy doing together. They've been making lots of plans. Every Saturday is full. They've got concerts and backpacking and airsofting and all these fun things on the calendar. And so it's been good, but it's been busy. And then, which brings me to something we weren't quite planning on doing, which has made summer a little bit busier. Starting just a few days ago, we have been kind of tossing around the idea of doing kind of a facelift in our kitchen. It's not an out and out gut job, which it maybe does need, but we are doing kind of a facelift. We're painting the cupboards. We just took down the backsplash. We're putting in some new lighting. The lighting in there is terrible. And we weren't sure if we were going to do it this year, but we just, we talked to a carpenter that is local, and he was able to get us on his schedule pretty quickly, and we're just going for it. So he's already done building a bunch of the cabinets. So I'll show some video here of what we've done. We're going to be keeping the existing cabinets except for one cabinet set to the left of the sink, and we took that down and we're going to do some open shelving there. I'm hoping when we get all done I can do a video about the whole remodel process. I am definitely not a minor blogger, but I do love showing my house. I do love house projects. I do love making a cozy home, and so this has been a fun project to kind of plan and work on so far. So we decided to take down the backsplash, which was a huge mess, but we got it all cleaned up, and now we're just kind of working in a little bit of chaos right now. We took down the cabinets to the left of the sink, and there's a few spots in our kitchen which do not have cabinets at all. The wall that the refrigerator is on, there's no cabinets at all. So he's building cabinets for that wall. And then also to the left of the stove, he's going to be putting a really cool piece that's actually going to kind of look kind of like a piece of furniture, I think. So that'll be cool. And then we did pick colors as well, and I'm hoping that that all works out. And so the demo is done. We just need to now put up the backsplash, and our carpenter will come and do all the painting and put on new doors on all of the cabinets, and he's also like redoing the drawers and stuff on some of them too. So anyway, I think every single one of the lower cabinets doors are glued together. So this is due. It's got its fair share of issues. We have lived in this house for 9 years, and we've made it work. And you know, I actually love a lot of things about our kitchen. If we were gonna go big, we would like knock out the wall and do all kinds of stuff like that, but we are not going big. We are going medium. We're just doing kind of a decent facelift. So stay tuned on details of that. I'm hoping to put together a full video when we get more done. So that was just not quite on the agenda this summer. I wasn't planning on doing that, but you know what? It's going to work. It just kind of adds to the chaos. So we're still hosting. We're still like doing all of those things that we planned on doing. We just have a few more to-dos on the calendar now that we have this project that we're working on. One other thing about this summer that we are not doing, or I should say I am not doing, I have been off of social media since early June, maybe even late May. I don't remember exactly. I took it off my phone. I've looked at it a few times on my computer, like on my laptop. I'm able to see, I'm able to log in and see messages and stuff like that, but I haven't done that now for several weeks. And I've really not updated anywhere. I've been sending some emails. If you're part of my email list, which you totally should be, by the way, my email list is probably my very favorite place, just to send out, updates like weekly. Usually I send out an email on Sunday afternoons, and it just tells like anything that went out new this week, any sales going on that I'm purchasing things, curriculum sales, just, a newsy newsletter. And so you can, also what I send out on there is a monthly menu planner and then like an idea calendar. So you can do like, I don't know, it's just got all kinds of fun ideas that you can do. Books to read and things like that. So you can sign up below and you'll be getting one for August in a couple of weeks. So sign up for that for sure. I've been sending some emails, but as far as Instagram, my personal account, my Learning Well account, here on YouTube, I've just been quiet. And I will say YouTube is a whole other, I've talked about this with you guys before. I think in my May coffee chat, I may have talked on this a little bit, but Instagram is a hard one for me. I'm just gonna be honest. I know that a lot of you guys feel the same way. In fact, there's a lot of people that do not do Instagram that do YouTube and vice versa. There's not a ton of crossover between Instagram followers and YouTube followers. I find that really interesting. It's like everybody has kind of chosen their mode of social media, and they all have different purposes. I just find that, and I may have said this back in May, I just find that Instagram, you almost kind of feel like a circus monkey. It's like you have to do this, you have to do this now, you have to use trending audio, you have to post reels, you have to post a reel every day, you have to post reels and static photos, you have to post story slides a certain amount of times a day in order for anybody to see your stuff. And I have just found that no matter if I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go for broke, I'm just gonna post every day, I'm gonna post a ton, I'm gonna do tons of reels, tons of this, whatever. No matter if I do that or if I just hold back and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna post as I want to, really engagement does not change. And so it's really frustrating. I feel like I said, I feel like I'm kind of a circus monkey. Like I just have to do whatever they want me to do in order for people to see my things. And then it's also just such a scroll type of format that it's like you put an hour or whatever into creating a reel, and probably not very many people are going to see it. And then they see it and it's just gone. Like they see it, they watch the 30-second thing, and then they keep scrolling and that's it. And I am going to go back this month and start creating there a little bit more. A little bit amazed at how easily it was for me to just walk away from it and to not really think about it anymore. There's been tons of news happening. There's been, lots of things going on this summer that I think, 6 months ago, I would have been like, oh, I need to check Instagram and see what people are saying. I do not feel like that at all. right now. I have absolutely loved this time of not being on Instagram. I feel much less distracted. I feel much less apt to compare myself. And as somebody that runs a business, that's a really hard thing for me, because you see other people running businesses and you're like, oh, I should be doing this. I should be doing that, what they're doing. And that's a really hard, well, I should say a really easy trap to fall into. And so I've been really shocked at how I've really not felt like that at all. I just kind of feel like, you know what, I create a magazine, I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to kind of reevaluate at the end of the year and see what I want 2025 to look like, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I should be on all the platforms or if I just should be on some or none, honestly. So that has been an eye-opening and an interesting kind of little experiment that I've done this summer with myself. Really, it was just out of early June, just feeling like, I don't know, just kind of a big adrenaline crash after graduation, and just feeling like I really just don't need any outside voices right now at all. And I think too, part of me just feels like I don't know if we should really be able to see what everybody is doing all the time. And I don't know if that's a healthy thing. I wonder if kind of this community feeling turning inward towards social media has actually stunted the the personal community, the real, true, in real life community that we seem to be really lacking in society. And so I just feel like a lot of people are lonely. A lot of people don't have close friends. A lot of people, feel like they don't have community to speak of. And so I just do wonder if part of that is because we're all taking up time for that on social media, and we feel like our sharing on social media is the same as, and I don't think that that is true. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. But I've been off social media. It's been amazing. I feel a little hesitant to go back, but I've made a plan to go back. Now with the start of the school year coming, I have what we're using for curriculum and all of that coming up, and some content planned to share curriculum, to share books, to share some things like that, some homeschooling things that I hope are helpful. And so I am going to go back, but just know, between you and me, I'm not like, yeah, I'm ready to go back. I'm actually really enjoying my time off of it. So we're going back, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, and then the last thing I was going to share with you guys are just a couple of books that I've been reading this summer. One is Forever Young by Haley Mills. I just finished that. So if you have seen the Walt Disney, like Pollyanna, The Parent Trap, That Darn Cat, there's one called Summer Magic. Haley Mills was contracted with Walt Disney like in the early 60s, and she did a whole bunch of movies, like maybe seven or eight movies or something like that. And she has biography that came out, I don't know, a couple years ago or so. And it was just a very fun, very light, good summer read. I've almost finished it with Vera. We're still kind of working on some of the books that we didn't finish in our school year. So Vera and I are about to finish. We'll probably finish that today. Genevieve Foster's Augustus Caesar. Excellent series. Absolutely recommend the World of series by Genevieve Foster. So we've read John Smith. There's one on Washington, Lincoln, and we're just reading the Augustus Caesar one, and we're almost done with that. So we will be studying the Middle Ages in the coming school year, so we need to get done with our Roman study. So we're almost finished with that. We've been reading Understood Betsy as well. We're almost done with that. And then we've also been plugging through the Opal Wheeler, I'll put the links below, Opal Wheeler biographies on composers. So we are just about to finish Chopin as well. So we've been loving those. We started reading those kind of like, I would say January, and we've been just reading through tons of them in the last months. And then I'm also reading some books that I read ages ago. Gosh, darn it, I did not grab the book to look at the author. Catherine Levison is the author. And she has a Charlotte Mason education and then more Charlotte Mason education. So I've just been kind of breezing through those. I've been just kind of picking and choosing the chapters I want to read. And so that's been really good. And then the last one that I just finished, which is a reread for me, it's like Stronger, Thinner, Leaner, something like that. Again, I should have written this one down. I don't know. I thought I would remember, but it's by Michael Matthews, and it is a very good, like, comprehensive book. A lot of science, a lot of studies cited, tons of footnotes. So it's a really good, like, science-backed health book, and it's written specifically for women. I will say that there's a few things I don't agree with him on. He's not a big, like, cortisol hormone believer. Like, he does believe that women have more, like, complex maybe hormones and more, like, going on because, like, of the monthly situation. But he doesn't think that it affects our weight as much as I kind of think that it does. And so there's a few things I probably differ with him on, but it's a great book. If you're looking to, like, okay, I'm, frustrated with my health, I really need to, like, start a program. This is a program, but it's really like a way of life, like a major health changes. He goes into supplements, he goes into diet, he goes into macros, calorie counting. The book also includes really good strength training programs. So, like, if you want to lift weights 4 days a week, 5 days a week, 3 days a week, like, he's got programs for you if you just want to just copy it, follow it. They're really good. So I've been doing his program for about, this may be my 4th week that I've been just working on his program Monday through Friday in the gym. It's been really, really good. And so it's kind of renewed my resolve to count my calories, be really intentional about my macros. And my last piece that I'm working on is the stress piece, which he does talk about stress in the book. The stress piece, this season, I think, like, starting in early May, has been, I think, just with everything going on with the graduation and the changes in our family happening and all of that because of the graduation, I think I've just, I don't know, just had a lot on my mind, and I've not been sleeping well at all. And so there's just been a lot of, like, frustrating health setbacks that have been really, really frustrating to me. So anyway, I reread the book. I'll have all the links below that you can check it out. And it's kind of just renewed my just determination to be more intentional about just everyday habits and health choices. So with that, I will end this little coffee chat. I hope that this was fun to catch up. Let me know how your summer is going. Let me know, like, are you ready to get back to school? Are you ready to not go back to school yet? I mean, I'm enjoying summer. I will say that. I have done a bunch of school planning, which has felt good, but I'm just enjoying, and I'm not ready to go back quite yet. So we always go back, like, usually the second week in September. So we're not quite ready, but I know a lot of people just take a month or so off and they're already back at it. So let me know how your summer's going. Have you done your school planning? And maybe what you're reading too. Drop that in the comments as well. However you want to comment back, or if you want to leave a ton of comments, that would be fun too. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being patient with me while I haven't posted anything new for a while. And I will see you in the next video. Coming up, I have new curriculum picks for my 11th grader and my 6th grader. So I'm excited to share those with you guys in the coming weeks. We'll see you soon.